Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Good Tuesday evening, race fans. Welcome to the Digital Sim Sports Network, the Dirt Racing Network, and live coverage of the DSRL True Southern Florida Living Stock Car Series presented by BeefOBradys. The Lady in Black. Time to give her a kiss. First time that this series has come to this venue. And 20 of the strongest gladiators have made their way in. You saw a Darlington stripe get put on your points leader, Casey Graves, as he is finishing up some practice. Hello, Mr. Bill. Hello, Kenneth. And Henchilla, welcome to the chat. Let's see. We can grab our guy. Casey Graves, do you have a copy?
Yeah, I gotcha.
All right, buddy. The points leader coming into what I consider one of the tougher venues that we are going to see this season, the Lady in Black. And I know when we talked last week, you said you don't mind this place so much. How are you feeling tonight at this moment?
Oh, not bad. I mean, it's typical Darlington. You got to keep the fenders on the thing and finish the race first before you can think about running good. So
It looks like, the track is pretty racy. A lot of fast times in here. A lot of sub 30-second laps in this field. That is maybe going to be a challenge because some of these guys are going to get to start in front of you with having to go to the back in the top 5 in points.
Yeah, I mean, this track's hard enough where I think it's going to kind of separate the men from the boys, hopefully, and try to find my way up through the field. I think if we get it goes green, it's definitely going to be a fuel mileage race too. So just have to manage your tires and your fuel and try to minimize your time lost here.
Well, 4 out of 6 have gone to the 0-1 team. Early prediction that maybe 5 of 7?
I don't know. Nick's going to be good. Lucas will be good. I think those two are going to be tough to beat. Kobe will probably be pretty fast. So if I can come out of here with the top 5, I'll be happy. Good points day and move on to next week.
All right, man. Well, just a couple more minutes before we get ready to go to qualifying. I appreciate you taking the time to chat with us. Good luck out there. We know you got to go to the back, but we'll keep an eye on the 0-1 car and see how long it takes you to get towards the front.
All right, thank you.
Casey Graves, your current points leader. And he is he's got a few points out in front of some of these boys. I'm going to grab those points up and have a look. Oh, let's see. What does it say? All right, here it says that he has a 98-point lead over Ross Cato. And I know I saw Cato practicing. He's been pretty good. He's 4th quick right now. Garrett Boyd is 3rd. Cliff Mullins and Brock Bigelow. Oh, Brock Bigelow just giving the B car a trial, and he's in the top 5 in points. 149 points out of the lead right now. So good showing from him. Galen Gidman, the 94 car. The True Southern Florida Living house car. Missed a race, and he's still only 5th in the points. We get to drop weeks. The points are going to shift a little bit, and I think that Mr. Gidman is going to be a lot closer to Mr. Graves. I know he said he had a pretty good piece. Let's see if we can get him in here real quick. Galen Gidman, you got a copy?
I sure do.
I only got a couple of minutes before you guys got to go qualifying, but I wanted to ask, how's the car tonight? We know you're sitting 6th in the points, but once the drops start to shake out, it's going to move you quite a ways up there, I believe, and you might be in contention to chase Mr. Graves a little bit here.
I mean, that's the goal. This is not my best track, not one of my favorite tracks, but definitely put some work in practice and, just plan on executing to the best of my ability and not making mistakes tonight. And I think if we do all that, I can look at a top 5 and, kind of punt the point situation next week and see where we stack up.
Well, you don't have to go to the back this week, so you got a good piece for qualifying?
I don't know. I had one old cue set in the folder that I took out, and I'll just say there's a little more in it than the lap on the board right there. So the problem is there's a bunch of other good guys here too. So I think we can qualify top 5, and then, who knows? Maybe some of the other guys around me have to go to the back and start front row or something. That'd be cool.
Well, that'd be awesome, man. Good luck with your strategy out there tonight. This place is a tire monster, so hopefully you can do something to close that gap, especially when we get ready to do the drop weeks, which I believe start right after this race tonight. So next week you may be in the top 5.
Well, I guess we'll have to see how I get through traffic next week if that's the case.
Burn that bridge when we get to it, right?
That's the idea.
All right, man. Good luck tonight. Thanks for chatting with us.
Thanks much.
Galen Gidman, 6th in the points, but I know that when the drops start, that guy's going up to the top pretty quickly. He's in that Miami Vice True Southern Florida Living machine tonight. Got several of his teammates, Ross Cato and Thomas Brender, all in the top 10. Garrett Boyd is 2nd quick right now with a nice qualifying effort from him. A little qualifying practice. We'll see what these guys do. They got about 10 seconds. Then they will get out here and do that qualifying for real. And it's a lot different when you do it in practice. No pressure as to when you do it when your starting position is on the line. And some guys rise to the occasion, and other guys, well, let's just call it an accordion effect. But it is time for qualifying. Man, I am ready for next week as well. Full slate next week. Midwest guys are back on Wednesday night, starting next Wednesday, July the 1st. And it is going to be wall-to-wall racing from then on to the end of the summer. All right. Qualifying. I'm going to try to watch as many of these guys as I can. I want to watch Louis Hoytsma, see when he rolls. Garrett Boyd, I would like to go here. In fact, he is rolling out right now. So we'll go down and watch the 21 car. Seemed to have been comfortable Sunday at practice when we hosted, and he has been pretty good in here tonight. Picked up speed steadily throughout the practice session, so we'll see what he can do. John Scott, Matt Blackley, Brock Bigelow. There's our guy. There's our 5th place points driver. Just giving the B car a try. Wasn't convinced, and now look at him. He's top 5 in the points, heading into around number 7 on the season. The Tiny Dancer. Did you make it in, buddy? I think Mr. Boyd is going to have to rely on his second lap because I think he touched the fence up there in turns 1 and 2. And I think that's going to hurt him for this lap. But if he gets the car set up right, lap 2 should be pretty good. Good deal. So the admin's in the house for the night making things go. 21 car. Blackley 29.397. That is not going to get that done, I guarantee it. We're going to go watch Gidman as soon as we see the 21 car come out of turn 4. As long as he gets through here and gets out clean, I don't think he'll have too many problems. There we go. He's down the straightaway. His lap time should move him P1. It does. 29.392. Same as Blackley. Now we're going to watch as Galen Gidman puts one down at 29.387. Wow. One and done for Kobe Stidham. Kobe Stidham off turn 4. He is going to oops the car into the inside wall. Hello, Jersey. I do not think the 69 car is going to take a qualifying effort. He told me tonight he's going to grandpa that thing, keep it in the bottom lane, and roll it around here at about 31 and a half seconds. And he is not going to put anything special down. Trevor Williams up to 4th quick, 29.74 for him. Brander, 29.86 is 5th. Here we go. Now this is a car we want to watch. See what this guy can do. Hoytsma 30.87 on his first lap. And he's got another one to run. He slowed down all night long on his second lap in these mock qualifying runs. Going to watch Ross Cato. He is just about the same spot on the racetrack as Hoytsma. He's going to get to the line first. So we'll keep our eye there. Ross Cato up to 5th quick on lap number 1. And Hoytsma. Barely an improvement. 5/100ths of a second. 29.34 for him. Hello, Deb. There goes Cato for lap 2. 29.60 does not improve. He's still 6th quick. Cliff Mullins now on the racetrack. 13 drivers have taken time. The Tiny Dancer, Scotty King, the slowest of those. There's 8th quick at 29.83 for Mullins, and he's going to shut her down, I think. Yeah, maybe not. He's just going to run that low line. These guys have to start the race on the tires they qualify on. I think they have 2 reserve sets, and he is going to shut it down in turn 3. So Graves, Mullins, Gagliano, Forstner, Cooper, Llewellyn, and Spalding. No qualifying times as of yet. If we see any of them roll out, we'll jump on them. Shout-outs all the way around. I'm going to shout out Mark and Mark from the truck race last night for their sponsorship of the series. King's Roadhouse and Midwest Barbecue Equipment. And then tonight's sponsors, Philip over at True Southern Florida Living, and Justin in Jersey at BeefOBradys. for making sure this thing gets on the air. Steve Flewelling at Edmund Trophy, Scott King at Scott King Designs, Chris at Fitz Automotive Services. All the admins that help put this thing together and put it on, and everybody that basically is involved getting us up and running on a weekly basis. So we know that our top 5, 22 drivers, top 5 going to the back. That'll be Graves, Cato, Boyd, Mullins, and Bigelow. But our starting lineup looks like this. Lucas Hoytsma, the 46, and Galen Gidman, the 94. Couple of quick guys in here. Going to duel off the front row to start this thing out. Garrett Boyd, he is going to the back. He currently sits 3rd in the points. He'll move out of row number 2. Matt Blackley in tonight, the 43. It says 9 on the program. It's 43 on the racetrack. Row 2. Row 3, the 4 of Michael Larch and the 12 of Ross Cato. Cato, 2nd in the points. So he will also move to the back. Trevor Williams, the 1. Cliff Mullins, the 44. Mullins just dropped out of the top 5 from last week's race. He'll start outside row number 4. Thomas Brander, the 24, and another to the back driver, the 27 of Brock Bigelow, scheduled in row number 5. Then the 151 of Jonathan Scott and the 36 of Kobe Stidham, filling in row number 6. Stephen Pearson, our weird son Pearson, making an appearance. Thought he was going to leave us. I know he's got some family issues, and our condolences to the Pearson family. Scott King be his partner in row number 7. Row 8, the 35 of Nick Cooper, and the 01, your points leader of Casey Graves, going to the back. And then Mike Forshner, the 69. Daniel Llewellyn, the 23. They make up row 9. Row 10 is the 25 of Kevin Spalding and the 81 of Dean Gagliano. And on the very back, the 02 of Connor Drake and the 06 of Matt Mullins. Those drivers will not be on the back once our top 5 in points roll to the back. I don't know. We are waiting on Drake and Mullins. I don't know. Driver's already pulling out of line. You can see that 21 car is sliding out of line right there. Ross Cato, he'll do the same. He'll slide out of line and move to the back. Casey Graves really already back here. Brock Bigelow. So give these guys enough of a pace lap to get everybody set. They may have to wave them and do one more here. Looks like the back of the pack is straggling around just a tiny bit. Everybody trying to figure out where they're supposed to be and how they're supposed to get there. And I think we may have to do a... Well, we might not. I think everybody's kind of going to be where they're going to be. They're going to get them lined up. We're going to get ready to go green flag racing here. Pace car getting out of the way. It is time for 100 laps. Kiss the lady. Welcome to Darlington. The lady in black. True Southern Florida Living Stock Car Series presented by BeefOBradys is under the green flag. Tire management going to be the order of the day. Hoytsma going to grab the lead. Larch is going to look inside on Gidman through 1 and 2. And Gidman put the power down up there. And he almost got clear. We'll see what happens down here in 3 and 4. Side by side on cold tires. Either work for you or work against you. Right now, Michael Larch holding his own. They'll stay side by side for that second spot. Hoytsma already almost a second ahead of this battle. And Blackley in the 43 is just wanting a little clean racing room. We still have a side-by-side battle for the second and third spots. Neither driver wants to give that spot up. If Gidman decides to give it up, he's going to get freight trained. He'll be stuck out there. He's got room to get down now. Larch is going to be clear. And Gidman will slide the 94 across in front of the 43. He'll get to third. Trevor Williams is 5th behind Blackley, then Brandner, Mullins, Stidham, Pearson, and Spalding. Through our top 10, let's move a little further back. Oh, I saw Mr. Drake. Connor Drake rolled out and then took that car immediately to Perry Road. I don't know what happened there. Hey, Cody Terry. Over on our Facebookie. That is Mike Forstner, 20th in the running order. Daniel Llewellyn right in front of him. Jonathan Scott, the 51 car. Cooper, Tiny Dancer, Scotty King. He's 16th. Dean Gagliano, 15th. Casey Graves now 14th. Ross Cato up to 13th. Garrett Boyd is 12th. And Brock Bigelow right in front of him. So, guys from the back already at the verge of being in the top 10. Lucas Hoytsma is doing what he did last week at Road America. He's making silly work of this. He's 0.8 of a second ahead, and he is just kind of pacing himself right now. Holding on to the lead. Larch still in second. Then it's Gidman, Blackley, and Williams, and they are tied together almost like there's a string between them. Fuel mileage may or may not become a thing with these guys. They're right on the verge. Being able to make it on 2 stops. You just got to conserve a little bit. It's down to 0.4 of a second. Hoytsma had a slip a couple of laps ago coming out of turn 2, and he lost about half of his gap. And I'll tell you what, the 4 car is getting through the center of turns 1 and 2 about as good as anybody out here right now. And a little bit better than the car in front of him. I think he wants to go up here and make a challenge out of this. We'll come back to him because Blackley, I thought he just ran it up against the fence back there in 4. I think he just scared the fence a little bit. I thought he put it up against it, but I do not see damage on that car. So, if you were here last night, you saw a fantastic truck race. It came down to just over a half second, about 0.6 of a second at the finish after 100 laps at Iowa. There's Cliff Mullins in the 44 and Kobe Stidham in the 36. And Stidham steady in 8th. He's got a pretty healthy gap back to Stephen Pearson. Then there's Garrett Boyd, the first of our to-the-back cars, as he now runs in 10th. Bigelow behind him. Cato's behind that. Graves is behind that just a short bit. Cliff Mullins is 7th. So he's the first of our top 5 in points cars. We watch Ross Cato. And he's rolling in on Brock Bigelow. And Bigelow's caught up to Pearson. Boyd already passed the 83 car. Made quick work of it, too. Pearson slowing a little, getting into turns 3 and 4. He's going to let these guys go. There goes Graves. Now he'll slot back in line in front of Gagliano. That's 13th place for him. So we'll go here. Boyd, Bigelow, Cato, Graves. They're all chasing Mullins, and Mullins has only got 1 car between himself and these guys. That's the 36 of Kobe Stidham, but Stidham has about 1.8 seconds on Garrett Boyd. Top 3 have not changed, and the gap is opened back up. Hoytsma turning the wick up on the 46 car as Larch got it down to a quarter of a second, and then Hoytsman just said, well, it's time for me to go and see what the 46 car has in it. So he has started to drive away. Gidman's still third, but Blackley has not let him get more than about 10, 12 car lengths out in front of him. They've eased away from Trevor Williams, and Thomas Brandner is now starting to reel in the one car. He runs back here in the 6th place, and he'd like to get in that top 5 before we get to pit stops. Here comes Mullins and Stidham. Boyd opened up the gap once he got away from the other 3, Bigelow, Cato, and Graves. He has opened up a fairly healthy gap. Right now it's 1 second. A little over, 1.1 seconds. Cato is starting to put pressure on the rear bumper of the 27 car. And he'll keep it right in the middle, ease that nose alongside. He's just not going to have enough momentum to stay there. He's got to be so careful on the exit of the corner. A points leader and a 4-time winner already this season, the 01 of Casey Graves. From the very back of the field, he runs in 12th place right now. Oh, and a pass, as I think Bigelow may have gotten just a little out of shape getting down into turn 1. Had to save the car, keep it out of the fence, and it slowed him enough that Cato got by. And that is going to put Casey Graves chasing the 27. Oh, I'm going to fall out of my chair, Jennifer. He does not really, he likes this track about as much as he likes road courses. As you see the 01 side by side with the 27 now. He likes this place, I guess, about as much as he likes road courses. Told me he's going to grandpa it. He's going to ride it in the bottom lane. He is not going to force the issue. Guys, get to him. He's going to let him go. His lap times, yeah, he's running 32-second laps. The guys at the front still running 30 and 31, 30-80 and 31-20 at the front. He likes to race. He wants to be here. So he's grandpaing that thing around, trying to keep it clean. Said he's going to get his no incident bonus point if he has his way about it. You can see he is there, and here comes Hoytsman. Hoytsman is not that far behind him. He really isn't. Officially, it's 28 seconds, and we're running 31-second laps, so not that far. Michael Larch starting to get reeled in by Galen Gidman and Matt Blackley. As you can see, Galen Gidman is there in the shot now, and there's Blackley. So we're going to have a battle. 3 cars going to be battling for second and third here pretty quick. Oh, Blackley's going to get a run. And Gidman slid it a little bit too far out of turn. He needs to try harder so he can get better. I just want to be the fly on the wall. That's all I'm saying. Cubby Stidham around Cliff Mullins now, and he started opening up the gap. He passed him about 2 laps ago, and he has got it out to about 12 car lengths as Thomas Brandner is now creeping in on that 24. But don't look now, Ross Cato, one of the faster cars on the track. He's running lap times very consistent with your leaders. And he is closing in on Mr. Brandner. The RPM teammates, they'll settle it pretty quick. Once Cato gets there and gets position, I think you'll see Brandner leeway and let him get through. And there it is. He's going to pull over on the front stretch, give him plenty of room, slot it back in behind him, and try to follow him. Cato now up to the 7th spot. Garrett Boyd is still 9th, and Casey Graves is 10th right now. I think Graves is playing a little snake in the grass. Made his way to the top 10. Now he wants to conserve a little bit. He might be trying to even save a little fuel. He'll make a late race run to this thing. Meanwhile, Hoytsma, well, Lucas Hoytsma doing Lucas Hoytsma things. 4 seconds as Blackley just now got clear of Michael Larch. And he is up to the 2nd spot. So long run speed in the 43 car. We'll see if he can close the gap on Lucas Hoytsma up in front of him. Galen Gidman has made his way to the back of the 4 car. And he is going to look for a little bit of space and try to clear that 4 car as quickly as he can, get himself into 3rd. Does not want to lose touch with the 43 for sure. Can you conference me in on that call when you do have that conversation with him, Jennifer? That would just be amazing. There goes the 69. He'll pull it down out of the way and let 2nd, 3rd, and 4th place slide by. Kobe Stidham will be the next car to catch up to Mike Forstner. 26 laps into this thing, not a caution yet. And we're going to be within about 10 or so laps of pit stops. Garrett Boyd with a little bit of an issue. Lost some ground to Thomas Brander. He was catching up. He's lost a little bit of ground now. Casey Graves is still there. And Casey Graves is still, well, about 12 seconds behind the leader. But Hoytsma is just rolling away. He's 5 seconds in front of these guys. He's going to be able to stop, go use the restroom, eat a sandwich, drink a soda, get back in the car, and still get out of the pits in front of a lot of these guys. And that's why he's a pro driver. He's just good at it. Let's go check on our buddy Scott King. Scott King is here in 18th, and he is 27 seconds behind the leader. Dean Gagliano right in front of that. He runs about 26 seconds down. Daniel Llewellyn, about 3 seconds in front of that. And then Trevor Williams, who we saw earlier inside the top 10, now back to the 15th spot. Stephen Pearson is 14th. Jonathan Scott, 13th. Nick Cooper is up to 12th. He went way back, Jack. He started even off the field a little bit. Bigelow, 11th. Graves, 10th. And then Boyd and Brandner, 9 and 8. Cato still 7. Mullins, Stidham, Gidman 4th. Larch 3rd. Blackley 2nd. And it is 5.5 seconds from this driver to this one. Cloud cover has moved in over the racetrack. That's going to raise the grip level. Still 31.5 for the leader, and Blackley across the line, 31.7. So about 2/10. Larch, Gidman in the 8s. Kobe Stidham, 31.6. He's a lot closer to leader speed than the 3 cars in front of him, and he is going to work around the 94 car of Galen Gidman. Gidman is going to head for pit road here with a 4-wheel drift trying to get there. I don't know if he got the car woed down or not, but he's got company because Garrett Boyd is in, Brock Bigelow is in, Trevor Williams is in. So we go. We're going to watch the 94. He's going to come all the way to this end of pit road down here. And he will be a second in the pit box. Garrett Boyd right behind him. Tires going on the 94, on the 21. Left side's going to go on. They're going to drop and drive away. Boyd and Bigelow as well. And there goes Mike Forstner. He'll pick up spots on these guys. He'll probably end up giving them back pretty quickly, but he runs 13th now. Hoytsma out front. And if he makes one more lap, he'll be in a window. If he could do it again, he'll be in a window to make it on 2 stops. Everybody else looks like it's a 3-stop race. And he dives off in turn 4 around on that very dirty, slick apron. And onto pit road goes your leader. So he will give up that lead. Mullins, Stidham, Cooper all already on and getting ready to roll off pit road, I believe. Ross Cato also on the pit road now as he just makes his way in. There comes Casey Graves behind him. Stidham still trying to make his way to his pit box. Oh, actually, he's making his way out. He's already been in the pit. Cliff Mullins is rolling out as well. Graves to his box. Here comes Cato to his. Hoytsma is in his. Left side or right sides are on. Left side's about to go on. Cato the same. Graves dropping off the jack already. He'll roll away. There comes Cato. Hoytsma already gone. Went in with the lead of about 5.5 seconds. He's going to come out. And when they settle in, it's about 3.3 seconds, it looks like. So he lost a couple seconds on that pit road exchange. They came out as they went in. Hoytsma, Blackley, Larch, Gidman, Stedham. Boyd is now 6th. He got around Brandner. Brandner 7th. Cato, Bigelow, and Mullins. Casey Graves lost a spot. He's down to 11th. That's Nick Cooper right behind Casey Graves. Then Jonathan Scott, Stephen Pearson, Scott King, and Mike Forstner. And has Forstner been in yet? Yeah, Mike Forstner has already been on and off pit road. He is 16th. Llewellyn is on pit road. Gagliano is on pit road. Trevor Williams still on pit road. I thought we saw Williams come on and off pit road a little while ago. Four seconds. Hoytsma to Blackley now. Larch is right there, pressuring. Gidman is a little ways back. Stidham about 3 seconds behind Gidman. He's nearly 10 seconds off the lead. Boyd is 10 seconds off. And you can see how close he is to Kobe Stidham there. Thomas Brandner not far behind. He's about 0.6 of a second behind. Garrett Boyd and Ross Cato lost a couple spots on pit road, but he is within 12.5 seconds of the lead right now. Lucas Hoytsma running some of his fastest laps now. He ran a 71 2 laps ago and 87. The last time, let's see what he runs this time. He's sub 30 seconds. From that time, 30.0. So he clicked off some quickies. And he wasn't even the fastest car on the track since we've been back out. 29.62 for Michael Larch. Larch still third. Daniel Llewellyn, Dean Gagliano retired from the race. So 16 drivers still out here making laps. We still got 60 laps to go. Long ways to go in this. Hoytsman he's smooth every week. Doesn't matter where he goes. He is just very smooth, very consistent. Down on the bottom in turns 3 and 4, and he just lets the car roll through the corner. Again with the 30 flat. That's 3 30.0s in a row. 01, 03, 06. Michael Larch making a pass up to second. Getting around Matt Blackley. Let's go watch that pass. Smooth and easy into 3 and 4. He kept it on the bottom. Blackley didn't put up a fight. Let him have it. Galen Goodman's got company. Big red and white blob in his rearview mirror. It's the 36 of Kobe Stidham. Stidham's going to dive inside going into 3. And he'll ease his way right by the 94. Here comes the 21 of Boyd and the 24 of Thomas Brandner now. 6th, 7th, and Ross Cato. Wow. Where is Casey Graves? Casey Graves is 10th. And Graves running about 15 seconds off the lead. Nick Cooper right behind him. And I say right behind. Cooper is, a little over a second behind that. And then Brock Bigelow. And he's got company. Jonathan Scott is right there. We'll see if this turns into a battle. It looks like Bigelow kind of matching pace with the 51 of Jonathan Scott there. Meanwhile, Hoytsma out front. He's going to be coming up on, is that guy? No, it's not. Who is that? It's Daniel. No, it's not. Who is in front of Lucas Hoytsma? Oh, that's Stephen Pearson in front of Lucas Hoytsma right there. The 83 car. And Pearson will let him go, and he will slide back up the hill and get right behind him. Pearson 14th. And now 1 lap down. First car a lap down. We are about to creep in on halfway. About 3 more laps, and we will be halfway. These cars are spread all around this racetrack. Unless somebody makes a mistake, it is going to be a green field for quite a while here, I think, as Galen Goodman sliding back now. Brandner got by, Cato got by, Boyd got by. So Goodman now 8th in the running order, as high as 2nd today. Cliff Mullins is right behind him, Casey Graves and Nick Cooper. These guys are all in a line. When you go here from Brandner back, they are all just running in a line. That's Forstner down slow on the bottom again. Tiny Dancer, Scott King, the 1 lap down. He's 15th. He's 1 lap down, and these guys are catching up to him. He is going to drop to the very bottom. Try to get out of the way best he can as they get ready to head into turns 3 and 4. And once Cooper goes by, King will make his way back to the racing surface and get back up to speed. Meanwhile, Hoytsma, 8.1 seconds in front of Michael Larch. There, right behind him, Matt Blackley. And then it's Kobe Stidham coming off the corner. And then here comes the rest of these guys. Brandner, Cato, Boyd, Gidman, Mullins, Graves, Cooper. That's 11th place. Brock Bigelow, quite a ways back. He and Jonathan Scott starting to get into a tussle over the 12th spot. Oh, hard shot into the wall with the right side of the 51. And we're just a few laps from pit. Pit on about lap 59 to 61 here. Watching Hoytsma. 30.85. No one else except for Ross Cato is sub 31 seconds. And Cato is clipping some laps off. He moved around to Brandner there. And he is a little bit quicker than Stidham in front of him. We'll see how long it takes him to get there. Boyd got clear of Gidman and left him in his dust. And now Galen Gidman is going to deal with the 44 of Cliff Mullins, the 01 of Casey Graves, and the 35 of Nick Cooper. He said at the onset that this is really not one of his best and or favorite tracks. He was going to do the best he can to try to get it in the top 5. Right now, he's doing everything he can to hang on to a top 8 run as we are crossed halfway. Working on lap 54 of 100. We're on the backside. And Hoytsma is about to work on lap 55. He is absolutely yarding this field right now. He got a lap on Bigelow in 13th, and now Jonathan Scott will be the next. Scott in the 12th position. I don't know. Maybe Lucas's goal is to lap the whole daggone field. As quick as he has been, that could be a possibility. Michael Larch has opened a huge gap on second place. It is about 2 seconds. Or on third place, I'm sorry. From second place. Kobe Stidham and then Ross Cato from your top 5 right there. Gidman 8th and still trying to hang on to in front of Casey Graves and Cliff Mullins here. Daniel Llewellyn a few laps down, fresher tires than these guys, and he had a notion to try to beat these guys into turn 1 right there. As Mullins looks like he is going to give way to the 23. Maybe not. He just got a little free out of the corner. Coming up to lap 60, we'll start to see pit stops again here pretty quick from a lot of the guys not named Lucas Hoytsma. Cagliano, the 81 car. It looks like they're doing service to that car. He's been on pit road for about 29 laps now. Right on board here. No engine sound out of the 36 car. A little clutchy clutch. Trying to save a little fuel. I don't think he can get 10 more laps out of it. His last pit stop. 132. He might get real close. Go see if Mr. Hoitzma is saving fuel. I think he's saving fuel by just really letting the car roll around the bottom. He's not on the throttle much at all. You see, there goes Jonathan Scott. He'll go a lap down. That means 11 drivers are on the lead lap. Car coming back up on the racetrack. That is Gagliano in the 81. I wanted to get back here to Gidman because around this part of the field, I think we're going to start seeing pit stops here any moment. If they can all get... Oh, there goes Garrett Boyd and Michael Larch both head in. So does Nick Cooper. So... we're very close on this. I mean, 37 laps, 36 when you come out. We'll just have to see. Boyd, Cooper, Scotty King is on pit road. That's Brock Bigelow rolling in. '21 car for his second stop. Left side tire is going on the 21 this time. He'll drop it in gear and away he goes. Here comes more. Thomas Brandner is on pit road. Steven Pearson is on pit road. So now we're going to have to start watching. And we'll take a look at Thomas Brandner. Well, we'll try real hard. There we go. Right side of the car up. Left side going up, so he will take his final full set of tires with 35 laps to go. Hoitzma. Well, 33 and maybe 33. We'll see if he comes in this time. Blackley, Stidham, Cato, Graves, Gidman. And Gidman, across the nose of the 27, headed for pit road. And he will head in. Only car headed in right now. There goes Hoitzma around again. Stidham is right in front of Blackley and Cato. He's been clutching the car trying to get himself into the position. There goes Blackley. Cato will stay out. Ross Cato with a little brush of the fence. No harm, no foul there. Let's see if Gidman is not even to his pit stall yet. He'll make it down into his pit stall. So does Cliff Mullins. Lucas Hoitzma dives off the racetrack and heads for pit road. So the leader in again. And he had about 20 seconds on Ross Cato. We'll see if Cato dives off and he chooses to. So does Stidham. They almost had a collision getting in there. So we'll let pit stop shake out. There goes our group. Michael Larch is in that group. Well, Larch has already been on and off pit road. He pitted on lap 63. 63. Hoitzma in and out of his pit stall. I didn't see that car drop off the jack. I'm wondering if he saved his tires. Cato down on the right side, up on the left side. He'll take his for Kobe Stidham. that car's sitting awfully still. I wonder if maybe he got a pit road speeding penalty. He has not rolled off of his pit box yet. And here comes Graves out to rejoin the race. Galen Gidman just went by him. Blackley is coming. So is Mullins. Then Graves. Bigelow behind that. That's 11th place. Garrett Boyd currently third. But he and Thomas Brandner are now in a bit of a tussle for that podium spot. Brandner to third. Nick Cooper is right behind these guys. So let's find Kobe Stidham. Kobe Stidham now rolling out onto the racetrack. I almost would guarantee you that that was an entering speeding penalty. He had to sit there for 40 seconds, and that may take him out of contention for a podium finish. Nick Cooper dives onto pit road finally. One of the last, if not the last car to do so. And he is well within the window to make it the rest of the way. So if anybody else has to pit, they're going to give up spots to the 35 car for sure. It is 8.3 seconds between Hoytsma and Larch. And then there's Thomas Brandner, another 9 seconds behind that. And Garrett Boyd is just a tiny bit behind him. Just about a 2.2 seconds. Ross Cato. Oh, and here comes Boyd. Boyd may be going to top off. This may be the sneaky sneak. Got it in the window. Got the tires on it. Now go fill it up with fuel. And really, you got to hope for the best at that point. Stays green. Other guys have to pit. You can make up a little bit of time on the fresher tires. You don't have to fight the old tires. Here comes Mike Forstner to pit road. I saw a car rolling off. I want to say that was Stephen Pearson coming out of pit road, and it was. There he is, rejoining the race right in front of Michael Larch. So Oitzma's probably good on fuel. Larch, questionable at best. He may need a splash and go. Brandner might be tight. We'll see. 33, he really needs to stretch. Daniel Llewellyn on for his final as the 23 car rolls into pit road. We're in the home stretch now. 26 to go. It'll be 25 next time. By Lucas Hoytsma. Dominating performance tonight. If he hasn't led every lap, he's led all but one or two. Brandner is still third. He's got about 1.6, 1.7 seconds on his teammate, Ross Cato. They're all trying to catch Michael Larch. Now, if they can make it on fuel, which may or may not be the case, they are really close to that window, super close to that window. They could come out here with a couple of podiums. And that'd be a real shot in the arm for the 24 team. He has struggled. Found a little momentum at the end of last season with a couple of podiums and did not transfer to the new season. He is looking for some kind of pick-me-up. Cato has a win, couple podiums in the series, has become a regular driver this season, and he's second in the points because of his finishes. Blackley, well, he's right in front of Casey Graves in sixth, and it's Cliff Mullins. Galen Gidman now running eighth, then Brock Bigelow, the last car on the lead lap. He runs in Actually, he is a lap down. He just went a lap down. I'm sorry. But he's 9th. Garrett Boyd 10th. And Boyd went in and topped off with fuel. So we'll see what that strategy does if most of the guys in front of him have to pit. We're pretty sure this guy, he's not coming back to pit road. He keeps stretching that lead. It is 11.5 seconds now. As Larch is going to work the lap car of Scott King, and he is not going to be able to get by him right here. King is 11th. Couple of laps down. He gives away now. So does the 69 of Forstner. Casey Graves starting to put the pressure on Matt Blackley now, and he tried to peek inside. And now he'll go to the high side, and Blackley moved to the middle a little bit. Now takes it back to the bottom, and Graves couldn't do anything with that run. Both drivers can make it on fuel. Cliff Mullins can make it. Little stretch. He's got to stretch. He's got to save a couple of laps there. Galen Gidman. Going to be close. He's got to stretch for a couple of laps. He's got Garrett Boyd, who just come off pit road from topping off. Knew he couldn't make it, wasn't going to try. Wanted to run the new tires as hard as he could. He got into the window, ran back to pit road for a tiny splash of fuel. Oh, and then he brushes the fence. He had a good run going, got a little dirty air, and the car went away. He'll dip inside. And he'll clear Galen Gidman. Gidman in 8th. 1 lap down. There it is. Hoytsma right in front of him. Just lapped him. Let's go back and watch something here. This is important. Nick Cooper was going to pit road. I want to go back. I want to rewind. I want to go see. Cooper was coming up behind Gidman. And I don't know what happened to that car, but Nick Cooper suddenly off the racetrack into the pits, back into the garage area. So a promising run for Cooper, and all of a sudden that's going to get cut short. Well, we're down to 16 to go, 84 straight green flag laps. 15 seconds between the 46 of Hoytsma and the 4 of Larch. And then it's 8 more seconds back to Ross Cato, but Brandner is starting to reel in the 12 car. He's closing back up. He was 3rd. Cato got him, and now Brandner looks like he's running a little bit faster laps. Casey Graves, top 5 right now. Blackley tucked in behind him, Cliff Mullins, and there's your leader. So Mullins is in 7th place, and he is about to go a lap down to the leader. These drivers are not slouches. We're going to see if anybody has to pit. Garrett Boyd is 2 laps down. He runs in 10th, and he's right there behind your leader. Hoytsma's probably going to make it. Larch, maybe, maybe not. Cato, maybe. Brandner, maybe, maybe not. Graves, probably. Blackley, most likely. Mullins, most likely. Gidman, maybe, maybe not. Bigelow, maybe, maybe not. Pitted on 62. That's a long ways. 38 laps is a lot of laps on fuel. Boyd pitted with 29 to go. Lost an extra lap, but he may be able to pick up spots if guys run out of fuel or guys have to go pit for fuel. So interesting strategy. Could put him in the top 5, top 6 positions. Right now, it's this guy, the 46, Lucas Hoytsma. Absolutely annihilating this field. He is about to catch Matthew Blackley. Blackley is right there going into turn 3, and there comes your leader. If he gets Blackley, I would say he has a shot at Graves, outside shot. We may finish this thing with 5 guys on the lead lap after 100 laps. That is insane when you consider how good all these drivers are and how fast everyone has been. The Hoytsma is now there. It'll be 10 to go this time up the front stretch. We have put 90 in the books. All 90 of them have been under the green flag. And Hoytsma dove it in 1. He clears him coming out of 2, and now we have 5 cars on the lead lap. I don't know. Graves is awfully close. About a second and a half. Car to pit road. Michael Larch, the 4 car, drops out of second place. He'll give up second. He's got to get a splash. That is going to move the 12 car of Ross Cato to second place. Thomas Brandner is in third. Can he make it on fuel? It's a stretch, but he might be able to get there. Casey Graves now in 4th, and there's 4 cars on the lead lap, and I'll show you that your leader is right there. Your 3rd place car, well, when he comes out of 4 and hits that stripe, just going into turn 1. So half a straightaway. There's a lot of racing left to do here. Michael Larch rejoins the field. He is going to be a couple of laps down here, 1 and almost 2. But he went from 2nd to 9th, and he's quite a ways in front of Boyd. Other drivers fall out. Fuel runs out. Tires run out. Tired creeps up on them. Whatever happens, they got to make it for about 6.5 more circuits here. You can see the gap shrinking. That's Casey Graves, your points leader, 4th on the racetrack. Lucas Hoytsma led pretty near every lap. I don't think it's been any. It's been 1, maybe 2 during pit stop exchanges. But I think he's had such a big lead, and he pitted so late. He may have led all 95 of the 95 laps we've run. And the gap just keeps shrinking. You can see Thomas Brandner starting to come back to these guys. It's about 1.6 seconds with 5 to go from 3rd to 4th. And I told you the 24 car needed a shot in the arm. A podium finish here would absolutely give them that. Cato is 2nd. 25 seconds back. He's 2nd in the points. Couple of spots ahead of Casey Graves right now. That'll shrink the gap a little. There goes a car to pit road. Thomas Brandner is going to drop out of 3rd place and head for pit road for a splash and go. Brock Bigelow also headed in. So Graves is now in 3rd. He is right in front of the leader. 3.5 laps to go for Lucas Hoytsma. It's about 6 seconds between Cato and Graves right now. Blackley 4th, Mullins 5th. Gidman is 6th. Larch now 7th. Brandner's falling back. He's gonna, looks like he's gonna come out in maybe 8th place. We'll go back to the leader because it's 2.5 laps. There comes Bigelow onto the racetrack. Boyd is going to sneak by Brandner right there. Move him to 9th. It is 2 to go and 3rd place. Right in front of the leaders. Casey Graves, your points leader. Trying to stay on the lead lap, and I think Hoytsma's kind of giving him the teammate benefit here. Well, maybe not. I might have lied. He really took a caution, and we'll have a shootout. We don't want to see this. Up the hill and into the 44-24 car. Just trying to keep in the top 10, and he'll go around. And we'll re-rack it. We're going to get a wave around for Blackley. And we'll have a green-white check. And some guys may be running. This is going to be interesting because we got guys so close on fuel right now. That driver right there, one of them. He's going to save. I know what he'll do. In fact, what he's going to do is he's going to go put a couple of gallons in the car. He doesn't have much to lose. Well, he's got everything to lose now. As he was headed for pit road, and he sailed it in a little hard, and he found the water barrels. He was going to have a top 5 run out of that. And now I don't know where he's going to finish. He may finish 10th to 12th. Hoytsma's on pit road. Cato's on pit road. Graves is on pit road. Cliff Mullins is also on pit road. Blackley and Larch are both. Oh, Blackley rolling out of. Oh, he's rolling into. He just now rolled to pit road. I thought he was rolling out of pit road. So Galen Gidman sailed it into the pits and planted it into the barrel barrier here. You don't see that. You just don't see that. See, Michael Larch is going to wave around. He stayed on the racetrack. So we'll have 5 cars at least on the lead lap to finish this. So everybody goes by the pace car. That was Mullins and Larch. And Larch will be on the lead lap. He'll come back around. He's going to start deep in the field. And it's going to be Hoytsma and Cato. Old tires on a restart on the track with low grip. We had 98 straight laps of green flag racing. And now we'll have overtime. Hoytsma, Cato, Graves. That's Cliff Mullins. Mullins is 6th a lap down. He's going to line up right there. And the green flag in the air. Little twitch out of the 12 on acceleration. Can he hang on and get down in front of Graves? And he's going to be able to get there. Hoytsma got the start he needed. He's clear by half a second. Now, what does the 12 have and what does the 01 have left in the tank? It's really about the tires more than anything. Caution. I'm not sure what I saw. Oh, no, not the 27 car. off the corner. Oh, 44 car got into the outside wall and collected. And now we've got cars destroyed all over the place. So we'll rack it up. We're going to do it again. Cautions breeding cautions. So let's take a look at the running order. And I don't know. Boyd went and pitted her. He's going to pit again for fuel. Hoyts, Cato, Graves, Larch. And Larch will be able to get closer now. He's on very old tires, but he's going to be able to be up here and start with this group. Then Blackley went to the pits. Probably needs fuel. Boyd needs fuel. Pearson smoking. He got a piece of that. Oh, left front tire not turning. So 83 car, heavily damaged. Then Bigelow on pit road. He got a really big piece of that. And they're going to take the rear bumper cover off and try to finish the 27 here inside the top 9 or 10. He'll go by Mullins, who is not going to be able to return. And then Mike Forshner is off track, or on track, I'm sorry. 6 laps down. 5 laps down. Officially 5 laps down. He's in 10th place. So Grandpa putting around out there. He's not going to finish on the lead lap. He's going to finish the race, and he's probably getting himself a top 10 out of this. Well, while we're waiting, Steven Pearson got a copy.
I got you, Raj. What's up, baby?
Not the left front on your car.
Oh, yeah, it's done.
It's up. It's up, but it's up into the firewall. It's not like not where it's supposed to be for sure. What happened out there, man? I know you come off turn 2. What did you see out the front window?
The 44. That's all I seen. Big bright red car. Yeah, he was just there. Nothing I could do. I mean, looks like him and maybe Brock. I was just going back and watching it. Looks like him and Brock got together somehow, and yeah, he come right back up the track. And well, if this was real life, he's dead.
Well, man, I wanted to holler at you before you take off, man. Condolences to you and the family, and please safe travels and come back and see us next week.
All right, brother. Yep, I appreciate it. Yeah. I mean, he's my stepdad, but hell, he's been my stepdad for 33 years, so
there you
taught
go.
me everything I needed to know about the HVAC business. So
Awesome deal, man. Well, be safe, man. I'll talk to you next week.
all right, brother. Enjoy.
Stephen Pearson, driver of the 83, out now. We're ready for restart. They're in the zone. Could be the final restart. Good restart for Hoytsma again. What does Cato have, and can he hold off that 0-1 car? This time, Graves a little bit more aggressive, got in, slid the car, and that's going to open things up and let the 12 kind of squirt away. Now Graves may have his hands full. He's got 2 more cars behind him on the lead lap, ready to start there. And I'll tell you what, Blackley getting aggressive down here in 3 and 4. He's going after Larch. Not the best corner to try to make that pass, and he is not going to get it done. We're coming to the white flag, and no matter what happens now, this thing will be over. It's a Lucas Hoytsma kind of race anyway. We're watching 3rd place because Cato has 2nd pretty much secured if he makes no mistakes, and Graves is going to hang on for that podium spot. So 1 and 2 in the points, going to finish 2 and 3 in the race. And Larch looks like he is going to be able to hang on and finish 4th, but it is all 46 car, has been all day long. He goes to victory lane for the first time in DSRL competition. Hoytsma wins at Cato, 2nd. Graves, Larch, Buckley through top 5. Gary Boyd, a lap down, comes home in 6th with his strategy. Then it's Bigelow, Forstner, Pearson, Mullins, King, Gidman, Brandner, Llewellyn, Cooper, Stidham, Scott, Gagliano in 18th. Williams, Spalding, Drake, and Mullins. Try to get down here, get a good angle, try to talk to some of these guys. There's Ross and Lucas. This guy's going to make us chase him. Okay, I see how it is. All right, let's get ready to talk to our third place finisher. Points leader coming in. He had to go start Outback Jack tonight. He's going to come home third at the end of it, and he did make a good bid for second. Casey Graves, just a little slippage there in 1 and 2 on the restart.
Yeah, I had a good start, and then Ross just had a better line there going into 1. Washed up a little bit and didn't want to wreck him, so backed out. Took the third.
Well, when we talked to you pre-race, you thought a top 5 would be pretty suitable. A little better than that here to round things out.
Yeah, I was able to save fuel pretty good there, and didn't have to save much that last run. I think I was like a half lap short. Just naturally throughout the run there, it saved itself.
Yeah, it seemed like Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, I mean, we finished about where we should have.
Well, it seemed like the track really rubbered up. And what did that do overall? 1, your speed, and 2, your grip level out there? Because there's not a lot of grip in this track to begin with.
I don't think it changed the grip level a whole much. I mean, it tightened the car up a lot. It was kind of tight at the start, and it definitely there at the end, I got pretty tight. I don't know, it was one of them races where you just need clean track in front of you. And unfortunately, starting from the back, and honestly, Ross had to as well. So both had to find our way through the field, and damn it, Lucas, he started up front and had clear air the whole time, and about put us a lap down.
I was getting ready to ask you about it. You were almost a lap down, 98 straight green flag laps, which we didn't know what to make of that up here. We were super impressed with how everybody handled themselves. You were about a car length away from being put a lap down. You catch a caution. I'm sure it's not much of a sigh of relief, but at least you know you're going to stay on the lead lap.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think I had anything for him. I thought maybe I could get Ross if I was lucky. I mean, they both ran a pretty good race and deserved the first and second there.
Well, an awesome job, man. Drop week's going to kick in, and that's going to move things around, but I think the points leader is going to stay the same, buddy. No movement for you at all.
Yeah, I've been pretty fortunate to not have too many bad runs. I think my worst is whatever Charlotte, I don't know if it was 9th or 10th. Yeah, I mean, I just got to keep plugging away. Consistency is going to win these championships. Try to keep talking to you every week.
Well, an awesome job, man. Give me some shout-outs, some thank yous before we let you get out of here.
First off, congrats to Lucas. Finally put a race together, won one of these DSRL races. Of course, you for broadcasting everything you do, keeping this thing running. Larry, Mike, Scott, Garrett, all the admin team here, giving us a place to race and letting us have fun. And True Southern Florida Living for being title sponsor, BeefOBradys, Edmund Trophy. And, of course, Scott King Designs. Last but not least, good to see Scott out here racing again.
All right, man. Well, awesome job tonight. Third place finish. We will look forward to seeing you come back next week as we run the last week before we take the break.
Yeah.
That is Casey Graves. He finishes third tonight. Tough track. Now we're going to move on. I didn't know where to measure this guy at the start of the night. I didn't know how comfortable he was, but he went from the back. He makes it up to second place. Ross Cato, overall, any complaints?
Well, I didn't really think I'd be dialed in tonight. I was just kind of trying to see what would happen. No complaints about the track. I love this place. Really good work that Galen Gidman put in, provided me this setup, which I think was an adaptation of the one that you provided. So thank you for that. And yeah, just didn't really know what the fuel game was going to be like. Didn't of course, expect those late race cautions. But hey, even though it was a butt whooping, I'll take second place, lead lap, and no incident points tonight.
I got to ask you, last restart, Graves got to your door. He started to wash up. Any quick, scary flashbacks to anything about getting pancaked into the fence, or were you just ready to put the throttle down and try to drive away?
Oh, my main concern was not scrubbing the wall and therefore scrubbing off speed. Yeah, I couldn't really fire off. I was way too afraid of spinning the tires. Probably should have put a little bit more power into it, but I just did not want that thing to snap on me. And I knew I kind of had an advantage being on the top lane anyway. But yeah, thankful to Graves, such a clean, solid racer, for not washing up into me and doing us both harm. But yeah, always nerve wracking when you got these late race restarts, especially on old tires, and especially going for the win. But yeah, super fun tonight.
Well, a 98 straight green flag laps from the time we dropped it. One, fatigue's got to be setting in a little bit. That caution at lap 98, did you just want it to be over by then, or were you like, man, I could have used a little bit of a breather right here?
Yeah, I definitely wanted it to be over, but I could kind of sense something was in the air, I guess. It just felt like something was going to happen. When the caution came out, I was disappointed, upset, but it was, I wasn't too shocked. You got guys trying to get everything that they can coming to the end of it all, but just dipped into pit road, got some gas because I knew that the fuel that I did have was not going to last one green, white checkered, let alone two. So, yeah, just grateful to race with such fast, solid guys there at the end and bring home a top three.
Well, an awesome job, man. Shout outs, thank yous, and we'll let you go celebrate. You're going to close the gap a tiny bit. We still got 5 races to go.
Yeah, we'll see, and it'll make challenges in the later races. If I hold the position, a little bit more challenging starting in the back. But I like passing cars, and hopefully I can maintain the speed to do that. But yeah, thankful to you for putting this deal on. Really have enjoyed. I'm so glad I said yes to coming over here and racing with my buddies, especially Galen Goodman. And just want to thank him for helping me with the setups. It's not just giving the setups, providing them, but it's just teaching me along the way. Thank True Southern Florida Living, BeefOBradys, Edmund Trophy and Awards, Scott King Designs, Digital SimSport Network, Dirt Racing Network, and the admin team, Larry Moody, Mike Forstner, Scott King, and Garrett Boyd, and everyone who makes this league happen. This is a blast. Really enjoyed the strategy. It's not just tires, it's not just fuel, but it's also trying to figure out the balance and navigating the weather and the rubber buildup, and just really glad that I'm a part of this.
All right, man. Congrats on the run. We'll look forward to seeing you back here next week, buddy.
Yes, sir. Everybody have a good week.
Roscato finishing second here tonight. That'll close things up. And now we move on to a guy who finally breaks through and picks up his first win in DSRL competition. It took him about 4 tries, which I'm surprised it took him that long, as good a driver as he is. But you absolutely yarded this field tonight, Lucas Hoytsma.
Yeah, going to my favorite track after the last couple of weeks kind of lit a fire under me, and I tried really hard for this one. Put in all the practice time I could, used every minute of practice we had here in this session to make my car better, and it paid off for sure. That was it was good. We had a little bit of fuel mileage going on, and felt like I was fuel saving and balancing the speed really well. That was kind of part of my whole strategy there, and it worked out really well. And that last yellow, I got to be honest, really scared me. I didn't know if anybody was back there saving their tires or whatnot. Seemed like Cato kind of was, because he had something for me at the end, just didn't have enough time. So it was a really fun race. I love Darlington, and this league has been a ton of fun.
Well, 98 straight laps before you get the caution, and I got to feel like you're kind of right there behind Graves, thinking about lapping third place car. What was your thought when the caution came out?
Yeah, I was sitting there. Casey's telling me I'm not gonna let you by, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get around you, you sucker. And so I'm trying to find a way around him. And as I make the move down the back straightaway, the caution comes out, and I'm like, oh, my focus just shifted from lapping third place to I hope there's nobody else that could beat me because they're all gonna catch back up to me through fifth or whatever. And yeah, it was scary. I almost forgot I had to take some fuel, so that would have been bad if I ran out of gas again. So.
Well, a little redemption after last week. If you'd have run out of gas this week, we might have had to have a different conversation because you had the field more than covered last week and almost ran out of gas twice, did run out once. I can't believe you'd even let that happen anywhere near happen again.
Yeah, I just I didn't even think about the fact that the green-white checkered was going to add laps, and as we get into turn 3, right as the pit's open, I'm like, oh, wait a minute, I have to pit here. So luckily I thought about it, and it didn't let it happen again. But that would have been hilarious if I did it for a third time in 2 weeks.
Well, a lot of great drivers in here, 98 straight laps, like I said, green flag. Thought this was going to make it all the way flag to flag. What is the biggest challenge in this group for a driver such as yourself?
Everybody's on top of things here. I mean, there's not a lot of mistakes and, lapses in judgment. It's kind of a given. It's probably going to go green for a long time. So you got to have everything in order, make sure you know what you're doing. And I'm surprised we even had a caution, to be honest with how that was going. Everybody lets each other go, especially at a track like this where it's so hard to make a pass. And you just kind of got to have a lot of give and take. Everybody had a lot of give and take tonight. So it was awesome to see that. It's rare to come across in iRacing nowadays. So, yeah, I was really impressed with everybody tonight. And it's very tough. Like I said, yeah, I screwed up a lot last week, and I paid the price for it.
Well, now you break through, you get your first win. There's 5 races left in the season. Casey's got 4 wins this season. Little challenge in front of you.
Yeah, he's running away with the points. I want to see if I can kind of handicap him a little bit, maybe take away some of those good finishes. And
well, the rest of the drivers will definitely fall in love with you if you do.
Yeah, I'm going to try my best. He's definitely getting frustrated with it, so I'm going to keep it up.
Well, awesome job, man. Shout-outs, thank yous, and we're going to let you go celebrate that very first DSRL win.
Yeah, just want to shout out the people the companies and sponsors who put this on: True Southern Florida Living, BeefOBradys, Edmund Trophy and Awards, Scott King Designs, obviously you for broadcasting here on Digital Sports Network, and all the admins who put this on as well, and everybody who races, because this is one of the most fun leagues I've ever been a part of.
All right, man. Well, congratulations on breaking through. I can't wait to see how we get at things next week when we return.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, Lucas Hoitzma picking up the win at Darlington, and he did it in absolute dominating fashion. He led every lap. It is rare to see someone at this series lead every single solitary lap of a race, but he got it done tonight. 2 restarts at the very end to go into overtime, and he held everybody off. Great job. Great job by every driver in here tonight. This place is tough. We expected to see, cars get loose here, get loose there, little Darlington stripes and maybe some spin outs and catch some cautions, but to only have the 2 at the very tail end of this thing, great testament to how awesome these guys are in this series on Tuesday nights. So shout out to all of them. Big shout out to all the sponsors, everybody that watches these things, guys. We appreciate it. Without you guys, we don't really need to do this. We could come in here, we could race, we could hang out, we could still have a great league, but it is fun for me to bring it to you guys, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I do giving it to the world. So we're going to continue to do that for as long as we possibly can, as long as we got great sponsors putting these series on, like True Southern Florida Living and BeefOBradys. We will absolutely 100% continue to do that. So make sure that you tune in next Monday night for the Truck Series. Man, I forgot where they go. Oh, Rockingham. They go to Rockingham. And these guys, these crazy fools, just ran this big old race here. They are going, oh, it doesn't tell me where they go. That's unfortunate. It's a small oval. I know it's a short track. Can't think of which one it is, though. It's going to be a fun one. Doesn't matter. And then Wednesday night, the Midwest Truck Series guys are back. So if you haven't already, like, share, and follow them on Facebook. Subscribe, YouTube, Twitch, Trovo, and X. We will send out a notification every time we go live through all of those platforms. Want to thank you for being here. Without you, there's no reason to do any of this. And without all the awesome leagues that give us great racing like we see every single night right here on the network, nothing for us to cover. So a high five, a pat on the back to everybody involved, both sides of the coin there. Till we see you again, peace and love to everybody. Keep the rough side facing down.